note, some of these are mentioned in your program. Some of you I know are here this afternoon for the matinee to hear the same speech. Though the house lights will be up for the whole show, the reason why we're doing that is to mimic a Shakespearean stage. So in the late 1500s, when this play was originally performed, you're performing by candlelight, maybe, or more likely sunlight, associated in an outdoor theater. And what that means is that there's a little bit more involvement from the audience. That effect means to note as you turn the sound, cell phones, especially in the lit theater, you will be noticed if your cell phone goes off. It also means, too, that for an acting company like this, they know their lines really well, and they're, of course, speaking in early modern English. You might not know all of what they're saying, but it really, really helps the actors on stage to remember this is a comedy. You are allowed, and hopefully will, laugh. The more you laugh, the more you are involved with their actions on stage, the easier it is for them to perform, and they'll interact with you. So, again, hope you enjoy yourselves. Many thanks for coming. Bring the stage over to Theseus, who will begin the play's action. Thank you.
I wooed thee with my sword, and one that loved doing thee injuries. But I'll wed thee in another key, with pomp, with triumph, with revelry.
Happy meet Theseus, our renowned Duke.
Thanks, good Aegeus. What's the news with thee?
Full of vexation come I with complaint against my child, my daughter Hermia. Stand forth, Demetrius. My noble lord, this man hath my consent to marry her. Stand forth, Lysander. And my gracious Duke, this man hath bewitched the bosom of my child. Thou, Lysander, thou hast given her rhymes and interchanged love tokens with my child. Thou hast by moonlight at her window sung with feigned voice verses of feigned love, and stolen the impression of a fantasy. With cunning hast thou filched my daughter's heart, turned her obedience which is due to me to stubborn harshness. My gracious Duke, I beg the ancient privilege of stilo. As she is mine, I may dispose of her, which shall be either to this gentleman or to her death, according to our law, immediately provided in that case.
What say you, Hermia? Be advised, fair maid. To you your father must be as a god, one that composed your beauties, yea, and one to whom your but is formed and wax. By him imprinted and within his power, to leave the figure to figure, Demetrius is a worthy gentleman.
So is Lysander.
In himself he is, but in this kind wanting your father's voice, the other must be all the worthier.
Would my father look as with my eyes?
Rather your eyes must with his judgment look.
I do entreat your grace to pardon me. I know not by power made bold, nor how it may conceal my modesty. But I beseech your grace that I may know, in this case, if I refuse to wed Demetrius.
Either to die the death or to abjure forever the society of men. Therefore, fair Hermia, question your desires. Know of your youth. Examine well your blood. Whether if you yield not to your father's choice, you can endure the livery of a nun.
I am, my lord, as well derived as he, as well possessed. My love is more than his. My fortunes every way is fairly ranked, not an advantage to it Demetrius's. And which is more than all these boasts can be, I am beloved. Beauteous Hermia. Why should I not then prosecute my right? Demetrius, I'll avouch to his head, made love to his daughter Helena, and won her soul. And she, sweet lady, dotes, devotedly dotes in idolatry upon the spotted and inconsistent man.
Must confess that I have heard so much, with Demetrius thought to have spoke thereof. But being overfull of self-affairs, my mind does lose it. I have some private schooling for you both. You, fair Hermia, look you arm yourself to fit your fancies to your father's will. Whether take time to pause, and by the next new moon, the sealing day betwixt my love and me, for everlasting bond of fellowship, upon that day either prepare to die for disobedience to your father's will, or else to wed Demetrius,
cheek so pale? By chance the roses there do fade so fast.
Like a wonder rain, which I could well the team that from the tempest of my eyes.
Hey me, perhaps that I could ever read, could ever hear by tale or history. The course of true love never did run smooth.
True lovers I've ever come across, it stands an edict in destiny.
A good persuasion. Therefore hear me, Hermia. I have a widow aunt, a dowager, of great revenue, and she hath no child. From Athens is her house from 7 leagues, and she respects me as her only son. Fair gentle Hermia, Mary, marry thee. Is that place a sharp thing law cannot pursue us? Thou lovest me, steal forth from my father's house tomorrow night. And in the wood, a league without the town, where I did meet thee once, Helen, to do observance of Lord of May. There will I stay for thee.
My good Lysander, I swear to thee, by Cupid's strongest bow, by his best arrow with the golden head, by all the vows ever woman spoke, by all the words ever men wrote. Tomorrow truly I will meet with thee.
Keep promise, love. Look now, here comes Helena.
Godspeed, fair Helena. Whither away?
Call you me fair? Fair, you don't say. Demetrius loves your fair. Oh, happy fair. Your eyes are honest, not as you from sweet air. More tunable than life to shepherd's ear. When wheat is green, when hawthorn buds appear, sickness is catching. Oh, your favor so. Yours would I catch, fair Hermia, ere I go. My ear should catch your voice, my eye your eye, my tongue should catch your tongue's sweet melody. Oh, teach me how you look, and with the art you sway the motion of Demetrius' heart.
I frown upon him, yet he loves me still.
Oh, that your frowns could teach my smile such skill.
I give him curses, yet he gives me love.
Oh, that my prayers could such affection raise.
The more I hate, the more he follows me.
The more I love, the more he hateth me.
Take comfort. He no more shall see my face. Lysander myself shall fly this place.
Helen. Helen, unto you our minds will unfold. Tomorrow night, when Phoebe doth behold her silver visage of watery glass, decking with liquid pearl the bladed grass, a time when lovers' flight doth still conceal, tomorrow night we devise to steal.
Keep word, Lysander. Keep word, Lysander. Star of our sight till tomorrow deep midnight.
I will, my Hermia. Helen, adieu. As you on him, Demetrius dote on you.
How happy some are, other some can be. Through steamboat I am thought to be as fair as she. But what of this? Demetrius thinks not so. He will not know what all but he do know. And as he errs, doting on Hermia's eyes, so I, admiring of its qualities, hope looks not with eyes, but with the mind. And therefore is winged Cupid painted fine. For ere Demetrius looked on Hermia's eye, he hailed down oaths that he was only mine. And when this hail some heat from Hermia felt, so he dissolved and shore his boast to melt. I will go tell him of fair Hermia's flight. Then to the wood he will tomorrow night pursue her. And for this intelligence, if I have thanks, it is a dear expense, but here in me nigh to enrich my pain, to have his sight thither and back again.
Is all our company here?
You're best to call them generally, man by man, according to the script.
Here is a scroll of every man's name, which is thought fit through all a steamboat to play in our interlude before the Duke and the Duchess on his wedding day at night.
First say what the play treats on, then read the names of the actors, and so go to a point.
Mary, our play is the most lamentable comedy and most cruel death of Pyramus and Thisbe.
A very good piece of work, I assure you. And Mary, now call forth your actors by the scroll. Masters, spread yourselves.
Answer as I call you. Nick Bottom, the weaver. Nick Bottom, the weaver.
Ready, name a part I am for and proceed.
You, Nick Bottom, are set down for Pyramus.
What's Pyramus, a lover or tyrant?
A lover that kills himself, most gallant for love.
That could cause some tears in the true performing of it. If I do it, let the audience look to their eyes, and I will move storms, and I will condole in some measure. Yet my chief humor is for a tyrant. I can play Urkel's rarely, or a part to tear a cat in. To make all split, the raging rocks and shivering shocks shall break the locks of prison gates. Well, this was lofty. Name the rest of the players and proceed.
Prince Flute, Sibelius Mender. Here, Peter Quince. Flute, you must take Thisbe on you.
What is this piece? A wandering knight?
It is the lady that Pyramus must love.
Nay, faith, let me not play a woman. I have a beard.
No, you must play Pyramus. And flute, you Thisbe. Robin Starveling, the tailor. Here, Peter Quince. You must play Thisbe's mother. Tom Snout, the tinker. Here, Peter Quince. You, Pyramus' father. Myself, Thisbe's father. Snug the joiner, you the lion's part. And I hope here is a play fitted.
Have you the lion's curtain? Pray you, give it me, for I am slow of study.
You shall do it extempore, for it is nothing but roaring.
And let me play the lion too. I will roar and I will do any man's heart good to hear me. I will roar and I will make the Duke say, let him roar again, let him roar again!
And you shall do it too terribly. You would fright the Duchess and the ladies as they would shriek, and that were enough to hang us all.
That would hang us all, every mother's son. Then I will roar as gently as toward any sucking dove. I will roar like any nightingale. Roar! Roar!
You can play no part for Pyramus, for Pyramus is a sweet-faced man, a proper man, as one shall see in a summer's day, a most lovely, gentleman-like man.
Well, I'll undertake it.
Masters, here are your parts, and I am to entreat you, request you, and desire you, to con them by tomorrow night, and meet me in the palace wood, a mile without the town, by moonlight. There we will rehearse, for if we meet in the city, we shall be dogged with company, and our devices known. I pray you, fail me not.
We will meet and rehearse most obscenely and courageously. Adieu.
At the Duke's Oak we meet.
Enough. Hold or cut bowstring.
The king doth keep his revels here tonight. Take heed, the queen, am not within his sight. For Oberon is passing, fell in wrath, and now they never meet. In Grover Green, by fountain clear, where spangled starlight sheen, but they do swear that all their else for fear crawl into acorn cups and hide them there. Thou seest, all right, I am that merry wanderer of the night. I jest to Oberon and make him smile, when I, a fat and bean-fed horse beguile, neighing in the likeness of a filly foal, and sometime look I in Gulfslip's bowl. On her withered dewlap pour the ale, the wisest dog telling the saddest tale. Sometime for 3-foot stool mistaketh me, then slip I from her bump, and down topple she. And Taylor cries and falls into a cough. The whole choir hold their hips in law, and wax in their mirth, and neeze and swear. A merrier hour was never wasted there. Here comes Oberon.
Well met by moonlight, proud Penguin. Am not I thy lord, then I must be thy lady. Why art thou here, come from the farthest steep of India? But that, forsooth, the bouncing Amazon, your buskin mistress and warrior love, to Theseus must be wedded, and you come to give their bed joy and prosperity. How canst thou thus for shame, Titania? Grant it my credit, knowing I know thy love to Theseus. These are the orgies of jealousy, and with thy brawls thou hast disturbed our sport. Therefore the winds, piping to us in vain, as in revenge, have sucked up from the sea contagious fogs, which, falling in the land, have every pelting river made so proud that they have overboard their continents. The ox hath therefore stretched his yoke in vain, the plowman lost his sweat, and the green corn hath rotted ere his youth attained the beard. The fold stands empty in the drowned field, and crows are fatted with growing flock. The human mortals want their winter here. No night is now with him or peril blessed. Therefore the moon, the governess of floods, pale in her anger, washes all the air that rheumatic diseases do abound. And through this distemperature we see the seasons alter. Hoary-headed frosts fall on the fresh lap of the crimson rose, and on old Werner spin an icy crown. An odorous chaplet of sweet summer buds is, as in mockery, said. The spring, the summer, the childing autumn, angry winter, change their wonted liveries, and the mazed world, by their increase, now knows not which is pitch. And this same progeny of evils comes from our debate, from our dissension. We are the parents original.
Do you amend it then? It lies in you.
How long within this wood intend you stay? Perchance till after Theseus' wedding day. If you will patiently cancel our rounds, and see our moonlight revels go with us,
shall chide downright if I longer stay.
Well, go thy way. Thou shalt not from this grove till I torment thee for this sin. My gentle puck, come hither. Thou rememberest since once I sat upon a promontory and heard a mermaid on a dolphin's back, uttering such dulcet and harmonious breath, that the rude sea grew civil at her song, and certain stars shot madly in her ears to hear the sea maid's music?
I remember.
That very time I saw what thou could not, flying between the cold moon and the earth, Cupid all alone. Certain aim he took a fair vestal thrown by the west, and loosed his love shaft smartly from his bow as it should pierce 100,000 hearts. It fell upon a little western flower, before a milk white now purple with blood bloom, and maidens call it love and I do know. Fetch me that flower, the herb I should be with. The juice of it, on sleeping eyelids laid, will make our man and woman madly dote upon the next life party that it sees.
I'll put it around about the earth in 40 minutes.
Having once this juice, I'll watch Titania when she's asleep and drop the liquor of it in her eyes. The next thing then she waking looks upon, be it on lion, bear, wolf, or bull, on meddling monkey, on busy ape, she shall pursue it with the soul of love. But who comes here? I'm invisible and shall overhear the conflict.
Do I entice you? Do I speak you fair? Or rather do I not, in plainest truth, tell you I do not nor I cannot love you? Tempt not the hatred of my spirit, for I am sick when I do look on thee.
And I'm sick when I look not on you.
You do impede your modesty too much to leave the city and commit yourself into the hands of one that loves you not.
Your virtue is my privilege, for that is not in the night when I do see your face. Therefore, I think I'm not in the night, nor doth these woods lack worlds of company. For you, in my respect, are all the world.
I'll run from thee and hide me in the brakes, and leave thee to the mercy of wild beasts.
The wildest hath not such a heart as you. Run when you will, the story shall be changed.
I will not stay thy questions. Let me go, or if thou follow me, do not believe, but I will do thee mischief in the wood.
I, in the temple, in the town, the field, you do me mischief. Fie, Demetrius! Your wrongs do set a scandal on my sex. We cannot fight for love as men may do. We should be wooed, and we're not made to woo. I'll follow thee and make a heaven out of hell, to die upon the hand I love so well.
Fare thee well, nymph. Ere he do leave this grove, thou shalt fly him, and he shall seek her love. Hast thou the flower there, welcome wanderer?
There it is.
I know a bank where the wild thyme blows, where oxlips and the knotted violet grows. There sleeps Titania sometime of the night, lulled in these flowers with dances and the like. And there the snake throws at her enameled skin, weed wine enough to wrap a fairy in. And with this juice I'll streak her eyes and make her full of hateful things. Take thou some of it, and seek through this grove. A sweet steamboatian lady is in love with a disdainful youth. Anoint his eyes, but do it when the next thing in his spies may be delivered. Thou shalt know him by the steamboatian garments he hath on. Perfect it with some care.
Fear not, my lord. Your servant shall do so.
When thou dost wake, do it for thy true love to see. Love and languish for his sake. In the eye that shall appear, when thou wakest, it is thy due. Wake when some vile things meet.
Her love, you think was wandering in the wood, and to speak drop, I forgot her way. You'll rest us, Hermia, if you think it good, and tarry for the comfort of the
will, Lysander, find you out of bed, for I upon this bank shall rest my head.
One turf shall serve as a pillow for us both. One heart, one bed, two bosoms, and one troth.
Nay, good Lysander, for my sake, my dear, lie further off. Do not lie so near.
I would take the sense sweet of my innocence. Love takes the meaning and love's conference. By that, I mean, my heart unto yours is knit, so that with one heart we can make of it.
Lysander riddles very prettily, but gentle friend, for love and courtesy, lie further off in human modesty. So far be distant, and good night, sweet friend, thy love near altar till thy sweet life end.
Amen, amen to that fair prayer, say I, and end life when I end loyalty. Here is my bed, and sleep give thee all his rest.
With half that wish, the wisher's eyes be pressed.
Through the forest have I gone, but Steamboatian found I none, on whose eyes I might approve, with flowers force and stirring love, night and silence. It was here, weeds of steamboat he doth wear. This is he, my master said, and the Steamboatian maid. She durst not lie, in this lack love, this kill courtesy churl. Upon thy eyes I throw, all the power this charm doth thou. When thou wakest, let love forbid. So wake when I am gone, for I must now to Oberon.
Stay, so thou kill me, sweet Demetrius.
I charge thee, hence, do not haunt me thus.
Oh, wilt thou darkling leave me? Do not so.
Stay on thy peril, I alone will go.
I am out of breath in this long chase. The more my prayer, the lesser is my grace. Happy is Hermia wheresoever she lies, for she hath blessed and attractive eyes. What wicked and dissembling glass of wine made me compare to Hermia's very eye. But who is here? Lysander, on the ground, dead or asleep? I see no blood, no wound. Lysander, if you live, good sir, awake.
And run through fire, I will for thy sweet sake. Transparent Helena, nature shows art, but through thy bosom makes me see thy heart. Where is Demetrius? Oh, how fit a word. Oh, is that vile name to perish from my sword!
Do not say so. Lysander, say not so. But thou, he loved your Hermia, or would thou, yet Hermia still loves you. Then be content.
Content with Hermia? I do repent. All the tedious minutes I with her have spent. Not Hermia, but Helena I love. Who will not change a raven for a dove? The will of man is by reason swayed, and the reason says you are the worthier maid.
Wherefore was I to this keen mockery born? When at your hands did I deserve this scorn? Good troth, you do me wrong. Good soft, you do, in such disdainful manner, me to wrong.
She sees not Hermia. Hermia sleeps thou there, and never mayest thou come Lysander near. And with all my power and all my might, to honor Helen and to be her knight.
Help me, Lysander, help me. Ay me, for pity, what a dream was here. Lysander, look how I do quake with fear. Methought a serpent ate my heart away, and you sat there smiling at his cruel prey. Lysander, what removed? Lysander, Lord, gone, out of hearing, no sound, no word. Where are you? If you hear, speak. Speak of all loves. I swoon almost with fear. No, then I perceive that you are not nigh. Either death or I will find you immediately.
Are we all met?
Pat, pat. And here's a marvelous, convenient place for our rehearsal.
Pierquins,
What sayest thou, bully bottom?
there are things in this comedy of Pyramus and Thisbe that will never please. For one, Pyramus must draw a sword to kill himself, which the ladies cannot abide. How answer you that?
Fire Legan or Parlous Spear. I believe we must save the killing out when all is done.
Not a whit. I have a device to make all well. Write thee a prologue, and let the prologue seem to say that we will do no harm with our swords, and that Pyramus is not killed. And for better assurance, tell them that Pyramus, in fact, is not Pyramus, but Bottom the Weaver.
Well, we will have such a prologue, and it shall be written in 8 and 6.
No, make it 2 more. Let it be written in 8 and 8.
Will not the ladies be afraid of the lion? I fear it, I promise you.
Masters, you ought to consider yourselves. God shield us, a lion among the ladies? That is a most dreadful thing, for there's nothing more fearful than your lion living.
Therefore, another prologue must tell he is not a lion.
No. Let half of his face be seen through the lion's neck, and then let him speak through, saying thus, "No, I am no such thing. I am a man, as other men are." And then let him name his name and tell him plainly that he is Snug the Joiner.
If that may be, then all is well. Come, sit down, every mother's son, and rehearse your parts. Pyramus, you begin. When you have spoken your speech, enter into that break, and so everyone according to his cue.
What hempen homespuns have we swaggering here? Certain the cradle of the fairy queen. I'll be an auditor, an actor too perchance if I see cause.
Speak, Pyramus. Thisbe, stand forth.
This be the flowers of odious savor sweet.
Odors, odors.
Odors that savor sweet. So hath thy breath, my dearest Thisbe dear. But hark, a voice. Stay here a while, and I will to thee appear.
Stranger Pyramus than e'er played here.
Must I speak now?
Aye, Mary, must you, for you must understand. He goes but to see a noise to be heard, and is to come again.
Most radiant Pyramus, of color like the red rose on triumvir, as true's horse that yet would never tire. I'll meet thee, Pyramus, at Ninny's tomb.
Ninus' tomb. Man, why, you must not speak that yet. That you answer to Pyramus. You speak all your word at once, cues and all. Pyramus, enter. Your hue is past. It is never tired.
Oh, as true's horse that yet would never tire.
There's Thisbe, and by our holy nine!
Oh, monsters! Oh, strange! We are haunted! Grandmasters! Fly-masters!
Oh, bottom, thou art changed. What do I see on thee?
You see an ass head of your own, do you?
Bless thee, bottom! Bless thee! Thou art translated!
I see their knavery. This is to make an ass out of me, to frighten me, if they could. But I will not stir from this place. I will walk up and down, and I will sing, and I will show them that I am not afraid. Wake me up when it is all over. When I am wiser, and I am older.
What angel wakes me from my flowery bed? I pray thee, gentle mortal, sing again. Mine ear is much enamored of thy notes, so is mine eye enthralled to thy shape. And thy fair virtue's force, perforce doth move me, on the first view, to say, to swear, I love thee.
Methinks, mistress, you should have little reason for that. But to say the truth, love and reason do keep a little company together these days.
Thou art as wise as thou art beautiful.
Not so neither. If I had good enough to get out of this wood, I would have enough to serve mine own truth.
Out of this wood do not desire go. Thou shalt remain here, whether thou wilt or no. I am a spirit of no common rate. The summer still doth tend upon my state. And I do love thee, therefore go with me. I'll give thee fairies to attend on thee. Come, wait a minute, lead I to my bower. The moon, methinks, looks with a watery eye, and when she weeps, weeps every little flower, lamenting some enforced chastity. Tie up your tongue, love, come you silently.
I wonder if Titania be awakened. Then what it was that next came in her eye that she must go on and experiment. Here comes my messenger. How now, mad spirit, what I feel now about this haunted road?
My mistress, with a monster, is in love. Near to her close and consecrated bower. While she was in her dull and sleeping hour, a crew of patches, rude mechanicals, who worked for bread upon steamboating stalls, were met together to rehearse a play intended for great Theseus' nuptial day. The shallowest thick-skin of that barren sort, Pyramus presented in their sport. I forsook his scene and entreated to break, when I did, at his advantage take, an ass's knoll I fixed on his head. So at his sight, away his fellows fly. I led them on this distracted fear, and left sweet Pyramus translated there. When in that moment, so came to pass, Titania awoke, and straightway loved an ass.
I remember when I knew goodbye.
But hast thou yet latched the steamboat's eyes, and I did bid thee do.
I took him sleeping, that is finished too. And the wind by his side, that when he wakes, of force she must be I.
Stand close. This is the same Steamboatian.
This the wound, but not this the man.
Oh, why rebuke you him that love you so? Lay breath so bitter on your bitter foe.
Now I'm a chide, but I should use thee words, for thou I fear hast given me cause to curse. If thou hast slain Lysander in his sleep, bean or shoes in blood, plunge in the deep and kill me too.
So should the murdered look, and so should I, pierced through the heart by your stern cruelty. Yet you, the murderer, look as bright and as clear as yonder Venus in her glimmering sphere.
What's this to my Lysander? Where is he? Oh, good Demetrius, wilt thou give him me?
You spend your passion on a misprized mood.
I pray thee, then tell me that he is well.
And if I could, what should I get therefore?
A privilege to never see me more, and in thy hated presence here part I so. See me no more, whether he be dead or no.
Oh, there is no following her in this fierce vein. Therefore here for a while I will remain. So sorrow's heaviness doth heavier grow, for debt that bankrupt sleep doth sorrow owe. Which in some slight measure it will pay, if for his tender here I make some stay.
What hast thou done? Thou hast mistaken quite and laid the love juice on some true love sight.
Then fate overrules that one man holding trough. A million fail, confounding oath on oath.
About the wood go swifter than the wind, and Helen of steamboat look that high. By some illusion see thou bring her here, and I'll charm his eyes against you to appear.
I go, look how I go, swifter than Ares from the Tartar's bow.
And thou wakest if she be by, beggeth her for remedy.
Captain of our ferry band. Is here again. And the youth was stood by me, pleading for lovers' feet. Shall we their fond pageant see? Lord, what fools these mortals be.
Stand aside. The noise they make will cause Demetrius to wake.
Why should you think that I should woo and scorn? Scorn and devotion of repentant tears. And how can these things induce me to scorn to you, bearing the badge of faith to prove them true?
You do advance your cunning more and more. When truth kills truth, O devilish holy fray, these vows are Hermia's. Will you give her o'er? Pray oath with oath, and nothing will you weigh.
I had no judgment when to her I swore.
Nor none, in my mind, now you give her o'er.
Oh, Helen, goddess, nymph, perfect, divine, to what shall I compare thine eye? Crystal is muddy, oh, how ripe and show. Thy lips, those kissing cherries, tempting crown, but thou holdest up thy hand, oh, let me kiss this princess of pure white, the seal of bliss.
To set against me for your merriment, if you were civil and knew courtesy, you would not do me thus much injury. You are both rivals in love Hermia, now both rivals to mock Helena. A trim exploit, a manly enterprise, conjure up tears in a poor maid's eyes.
You are unkind, Demetrius. Be not so, for you love Hermia, and this you know, I know. And with all goodwill and with all my heart, to you and Hermia's love, I yield you up to my part. And in Helena's love to me bequeath, whom I doth love and will to my death.
Lysander, keep your Hermia, I will none. If e'er I loved her, all that love is gone. My heart to her, but as a guest, wise sojourn, and now to Helen is at home returned, there to remain. Lest thou buy it dear, look where thy love comes, yonder is thy dear.
Thou art not by mine eye, Lysander, thou, my dear, I thank you, draw me to thyself. But why unkindly do this love so?
Why should he stay whom love doth press to go?
What love could press Lysander from my side?
Lysander's love, I would not let him bid, fair Helen who more in gilds than I. And then all yon furios and eyes of light, why seekest thou me? Could not this make me know the hate I bear made me leave thee so?
You speak not as you think, it cannot be. Lo, she is one of this confederacy. I perceive that they have conjoined all three, to fashion this false sport in spite of me. Injurious Hermia, is all the counsel that we two have shared, the sisters' vows, the hours that we have spent when we have chid the hasty foot of time in parting us? Oh, is all forgot, all school days friendships, childhood innocence? And will you rend our ancient love ascender to join with men in scorning your poor friend? Oh, I am amazed at your passionate words. I scorn you not, it seems you scorn me. Aye, this sport we'll carry shall be chronicled. If you had any pity, grace, or manners, you would not make me such an argument. But fare you well, 'tis partly mine own fault, which death or absence soon shall remedy.
Come, stage, fair Helena. Hear my excuse, my love, my life, my soul. Fair Helena!
Oh, excellent.
Sweet, do not scold her so.
Hang off, thou cat, thou bird, vile thing, let loose, or I'll shake thee from me like a serpent!
What change is this, sweet love? I am not Hermia. Are you not Lysander? I am as fair as I was erewhile. Since night you loved me, yet since night you left me. Oh, why did you leave me? In earnest shall I say.
Nay, by my life, I never did desire to see thee more. Therefore be out of hope, of question, of doubt. And then
Oh, me, you juggler, you canker blossom, you thief of love. What, have you come by night and stolen my love's heart from him? Fine, I faith. Have you no modesty, no maiden shame, no touch of bashfulness? What, will you tear impatient answers from my gentle tongue? Fie, you counterfeit, you puppet, you. Good Hermia, do not be so bitter towards me. I ever worded love you, Hermia. Did ever keep your counsels, never wronged you. Save that. In love unto Demetrius, I told him of yourself and to this way. He followed you, and in love I followed him. But he hath chid me hence, and now so you will let me follow you. To steamboat I will bear my folly back, and follow you no further. Let me go. You see how simple and how fond I am.
Why get you gone? What is it that hinders you?
A foolish heart that I leave here behind.
What, with Lysander?
With Demetrius.
now she holds me not. Now follow, thou darest to try whose right of thine or mine is most in Helena.
Follow, nay, I'll go with thee, cheek by jowl. I am amazed, and know not what to say.
This is thy negligence. Still thou mistakest, or else committest thy knaveries willfully.
Believe me, King of Shadows, I was still. Did not you tell me I should know the man by the Steambodian garments he had on? And so far blameless proves man's prize, that I have anointed a Steambodian's eyes. And so far am I glad that it did sort. From this there jangling, I esteem a sport.
Now seest these lovers seek a place to fight. Hie therefore, Robin, and overcast the night, and lead these tested rivals so astray as one could not within another way. Till o'er their brows doth counterfeiting sleep, with leading legs and batty wings doth creep. And crush this herb into Lysander's eye. His liquor hath this virtuous property, to take from thence all error with his might, and make his eyeball grow with warranted sight. When they next wake, all this derision shall seem a dream and fruit this vision. And back to steamboat shall the lovers wend. Sleep whose date till death shall never end.
My fair lord, this must be done with haste, for night's swift dragons cut the clouds full fast.
Make no delay, we may effect this business yet ere day.
Up and down, I will lead them up and down. I am feared in the field and town. Goblin, lead them up and down. Here comes one.
I follow fast. Faster he. 1 minute. Faster he did fly. And now I'm falling in a dark and uneven way. And here shall rest me. Come thou gentle day. And for once show me thy grey light. For I'll find Demetrius and revenge against his spite.
Nay then, Lysander mocketh me. Thou shalt bide this, dearest. Ever I thy face by daylight see. Now, go thy way. Faintness constraineth me to measure out my length upon this cold bed. By day's approach, look to be visited.
O weary night, O long, tedious night, abate thy hours, shine comforts from these, that I may back to steamboat by daylight, from these that my poor company do detest, and sleep, that sometimes shuts its stars' eyes, steal me a while from mine own companies.
Yet but 3, come one more. 2 of both kinds to make up for.
Never so weary, never so in woe, befouled with dew and torn with briar. My legs can keep no pace with my desire. No further can I fall, no further go. Here I shall rest my head till the break of day. Heaven's shield, Lysander, if they need to pray.
On the ground, sleep sound. All apply to your eye. Gentle lover remedy. When thou wakest, thou takest, to the light of thy sight, of thy foremost lady's eye. Jack shall have Jill, not shall go ill. the man shall have his mare again, and all shall be well.
Come, sit thee down upon this flowery bed. Thy eyes, thy amiable cheeks do coy, and stick rose roses in thy sweet, sweet head, and kiss thy dear large ears, my gentle joy.
Methinks I'm marvelous hairy about the face, and I am a very tender ass, so when my hair tickles me, I must stretch.
Wilt thou hear some music, my sweet love?
I have a reasonable good ear in music. Let it!
Or say, sweet love, what thou desirest to eat?
A peck of providers. I could munch on some dry oats, but methinks I desirest a bottle of hay. Good hay, sweet hay.
Half novello! I have adventurous fairies that shall seek for thee the squirrel's hoard and fetch for thee new nuts.
I would rather just have a handful or two of dried peas, but I pray you, let your people not disturb me. I have an extempore of sleep come upon me.
Sleep thou, and I will wind thee in my arms. So doth the woodbine the sweet honeysuckle gently entwist. The female ivy so enrings the barked fingers of the elm. Oh, how I love thee, how I dote on thee.
Welcome, good Robin. Seest thou this sweet sight? Her dotage now I do begin to pity. I will undo this hateful imperfection of her eyes. And gentle pup, take this transformed scalp from off the head of this steamboating swain, that he awaking when the other do, may off the steamboat back again repair, and think no more of this night's accident, that is a fierce vexation of the dream. But first I will release the fairy too. Be as thou wast wont to be. See as thou wast wont to see. The dying spout of Cupid's flower hath such force and blessed power. Now, my Titania, awake you, my sweet queen.
My Oberon, what visions I have seen! Methought I was enamored of an ass.
There lies your daughter.
How came these things to pass? Oh, how mine eyes do loathe this visage now.
Silence a while. Robin, take her off this bed.
Now, when thou wakest, with thy own fool's eyes peep.
Come, my lord, and in our flight, tell me how it came this night, that I sleeping here was found, with these mortals on the ground.
We will, fair queen, up to the mountain's top, and mark the musical confusion of hounds and echo in conjunction.
I was with Hercules and Cadmus once, when in the wood of Crete they bade a bear with Huns of Sparta. Never did I hear such gallant chiding, for besides the groves, the skies, every redeemer, signal and mutual cry. I never heard so musical a discord, such sweet thunder.
My hounds revert to the Spartan time, so fleet, so soon as I had their hunting, with ears that sweep away the morning dew. But soft, what nymphs are these?
My lord, this is my daughter Hercules, and this Lysander, this Demetrius, this Helena. Old Neater's Helena. I wonder if they're being here together.
No doubt they rose up early to do the right of May, and hearing our intent, to the grace of our solemnity. But speak, Aegeus, is this not the day that Hermia should give answer of her choice?
It is, my lord.
I pray you all stand up. I know you two are rival enemies. How comes this gentle conqueror in the world that hatred is so far from jealousy, to sleep by hate and fear no enmity?
My lord, I shall reply amazedly. Half sleep, half waking. But yet, I cannot truly say how I came here.
Enough, enough! My lord, you have heard enough. I beg the law upon his head. They would have stolen away. They would. Demetrius, thereby to have defeated you and me. You and your wife and me and my consent. Of my consent that she should be your wife.
My lord, fair Helen told me of their stealth, of this their purpose hither to this wood, and I in fury hither followed them. Fair Helen in fancy following me. But, my good lord, I wot not by what power, but by some power it is. My love to Hermia, melted as is the snow, seems to me now as the remembrance of an idle vow, which in my childhood did dote upon. But all the face, the virtue of my heart, the object and the pleasure of mine eyes, only Helen, and will forevermore be true to her.
Fair lovers, you are fortunately met. Of this discourse we more will hear none. Aegeus, I will overbear your will, for in the temple, by and by with us, these couples shall eternally be knit. For the morning now is something worn, our purpose hunting shall be set aside. Away with us to Steamboat, 3 and 3. We'll hold a feast in great solemnity. Come, Hippolyta.
Are you sure that we are awake? It seems to me that yet we sleep, we dream. Do not you think the Duke was here and bid us follow him? Yea, and my father.
And Hippolyta?
He did bid us follow to the temple.
Why then we are awake. Let's follow, and by the way, let us recome to our dreams.
Call me when my cue comes and I will answer. My next is most radiant pyramids. Hee-ho! Peter Quince? Snap the Tinker? Startling? I have had a most rare vision, a dream. And a man cannot say what a dream this was. For man's eye cannot hear, and man's ear cannot see. Man's tongue it cannot taste. No, yes, man's tongue it cannot taste, and man's heart cannot report. I will have Peter Quince write a ballad of this dream, and it shall be called Bottom's Dream, for it hath no bottom. And I will sing it after the play to be performed before the Duke. Peradventure, to make it more gracious, I will sing it at her death.
It is strange, my Theseus, of these lovers speak of.
More strange than true, I never may believe these antique fables nor these fairy tales. Lovers and madmen have such seething brains, such shaping fantasies that apprehend more than reason ever comprehends. Such tricks has strong imagination, that if it would but apprehend some joy, it apprehends some bringing of that joy. Or in the night, imagining some fear, how easy is a bush supposed to bear?
But all the story of the night told over, and their minds transfigured so together. More witness than fancy's images, it grows to something of great consency, but howsoever strange and admirable.
Here come the lovers, full of joy and mirth. Joy, gentle friends, joy in fresh days of love, accompany your hearts.
More than to us, stay in our walks, rewards, your beds.
Come now, what masks, what dances shall we have, to wear away this long age of 3 hours? Where's your usual manager of mirth? What revels are in hand? Is there no play to ease the anguish of a torturing hour?
A play there is, my lord, some 10 words long, which is as brief as I have known a play. But by 10 words, my lord, it is too long, which makes it tedious. For in all the play, there is not one word apt, one player fitted. And tragical, my noble lord it is, for Pyramus therein doth kill himself. Which, when I saw rehearsed, I must confess it made mine eyes water. But more merry tears the passion of loud laughter never shed.
What are they that do play it?
Hard-handed men that work in Steamboat here, which never labored in their minds till now, and now have toiled their unbreathed memories in the same play against your nuptial.
And we will hear it.
So please your grace the prologue is a guest.
Let him approve. If we offend, it is with our goodwill, that you should think we come, not to offend, but with goodwill, to show our simple skill. That is the true beginning of our end. Consider then, we come but in despite. We do not come, as minding to content you. Our true intent is, all for your delight. We are not here, that you should here repent you. The actors are at hand, and, by their show, you shall know all that you are like to know.
This fellow doth stand upon point. He has written his prologue for our fault. He knows not the style.
Indeed, he hath played on his prologue with a child on our reporter. His speech was like a tangled chain, not impaired, but also distinct. Who's next?
Perchance you wonder at the show, but wonder on, till truth make all things plain. This man is Pyramus, if you would know. His beauty is lady. This breed is certain. This man with lime and rough cast doth present wall, that vile wall which did these lovers sunder. And through wall's chain, poor souls, they are content to whisper. This man with lantern, dog, and bush of thorns presenteth moonshine. For by moonshine did these lovers sing no scorn. to meet at Ninnis' tomb, there to woo. This grisly beast, which Lion hight by name, the trusty Thisbe coming first by night, did scare away, or rather did affright.
Roar!
And as she fled, her mantle she did false, which Lion vile with bloody mouth did stain. Anon comes Pyramus, sweet youth and tall, and finds his trusty Thisbe's mantle slain. Buried with blade, with bloody blameful blade, he bravely broached his boiling bloody breast. And Thisbe, tearing in mulberry shade, his dagger drew, and died.
No wonder my lord one lion may when many asses do.
In this same interlude it doth befall that I one scout by name present a wall, and such a wall as I would have you think that in it had a cranny hole or a chink. Which the lovers Pyramus and Thisbe are to whisper. The truth is so. This, the cranny, is right and sinister, through which the fearful lovers are to whisper.
The deeds are lime and hair to speak. 'Tis the weediest partition that ever I heard.
Oh, grim looked night! Oh, night, the hue black. Oh, night, alack, alack, alack. Oh, wall, oh, sweet, oh, lovely wall. Show me thy cheek to blink through with mine eye. Oh, courteous wall. But what do I see? No Thisbe do I see. Oh, wicked wall, I curse thy stones for thus deceiving me.
The wall, methinks, being sensible, should curse again.
No, in truth, sir, deceiving me is Thisbe's hue. Yonder she comes.
Oh, wall, full often hast thou heard my moan, for parting my fair cursing me. My cherry lips have often kissed thy stones. Thus to lie with hand knit up in thee.
I see a voice. I hear my Thisbe's face. Thisbe!
My love, thou art my love, I think,
Think what thou wilt, I am thy lover's grace.
and I like Helen to the fates me kill.
Truth, like Shalfs and Procris, to the truth.
As Shepherds true progress, I to you.
Kiss me through the hole of this vile wall.
I kiss the walls full
Meet me at Ninny's tomb right away.
Time life, time death, I come without delay.
Thus have I wall, my part discharged, so and being done doth go.
Now is the moon used between the two neighbors. No remedy, my lord, when walls are so willful to hear without warning. This is the silliest stuff I ever heard. If we imagine no worse of them than they of themselves, they may pass for excellent men. Here come two noble beasts, a man and a lion.
You ladies, you whose gentle hearts do fear, the smallest monstrous mouse that peeps on floor, may now perchance both quake and tremble here, when lion rough and wild is raised athwart. Then now the eye is snug in the joiner ebb, a lion, somewhere else no lion dam. For if I should, as lion come in strife, into this place, 'twere pity on my life.
He is a very gentle beast of good consents. The very best of a beast that ever I saw.
This lantern the corn wind present. Myself the man I'd moon do seem to be.
This is the greatest error of all. The man should be put into the lantern. How else the man is the moon? He dares not come there for the candle, for you see he is already in snuff. But weary of this moon, what he would change. Proceed, moon.
All that I have to say is to tell you that this lantern is the moon, she the man on the moon, this thorn which my thorn wish, and this dog my dog.
And then came Thisbe. This old Ninny's tomb, where is my love?
Roar!
Ah!
Well roared, lion. Well run, Thisbe. Well shot, moon. Well moused,
my Dane, which is, which was the fairest of them all, that liked, that loved, that looked with cheer. Come, trusty blade, to the pap of Pyramus, I thy left pap, your heart doth huff. And thus I die, thus. Now am I dead, now am I fled. My spirit is in the sky, tongue lose thy light, moon take thy flight. Moon, take thy flight! And now I die.
No die for him, but an ace, for he is but one.
For he is less than an ace, man. For he is dead. He is nothing.
With help of a surgeon, he might yet recover and yet prove an ass. How chance moonshine returns before Theseus returns to find her lover? She will find him by starlight, and here she comes. Her passion ends the play.
Methinks she should not use an auburn for such a premius. I hope she will be brief.
A moat will turn the balance. Which Pyramus, which this be is better. He for a man, God warrant us. She for a woman, God bless us.
Asleep, my love, what dead my dove? O Pyramus, arise! Speak, my dove, dead, too. Must cover thy sweet eyes, these lily lips, this cherry nose, these yellow cowslip cheeks are gone. Lovers make moan, his eyes were green as leeks. O sisters three, come to me, with hands as pale as milk. Lay them in gore, since you have shore, with sheer his thread of silk. Tongue not words, come trusty sword, come bleed my breast in bloom. Goodbye, my friends, thus this be ends. Adieu.
Moonshine and mine are left to read the dead.
I am all too.
Would it please you to see the epilogue?
No epilogue. I pray you. Replay needs no excuse, never excuse. For in the clear is no dead, there need none to be blamed. Ere he that reason had played Pyramus and hanged himself on Thisbe's garter, it would have been a fine tragedy, and so it is. Truly and very notably discharged. But calm your bergamask, let the epilogue alone. The iron tongue hath told 12. Lovers to bed, 'tis almost buried time. I fear we shall outsleep the coming morn, as much as we this night have overwatched. A fortnight hold we in solemnity, in nightly revels and new jollity.
Now the hungry land roars, and the wolf behowls the moon, whilst the heavy plowman snores, all with weary task for done. And now the wasted brands do glow, whilst the screech owl, screeching loud, puts the wretch that lies in woe, in remembrance of a shroud. Now it is that time of night, that the graves all gaping wide, everyone let forth their sprite, in the church-grade paths do glide, and we fairies that do run by the triple Hecate's team, from the presence of the sun, falling darkness like a dream. Not a mouse shall disturb this hallowed house. I am sent with broom before, sweep the dust behind the door.
Here in the house gives glimmering light by the dead and drowsy fire. Every elf and fairy sprite hop his light from bird and briar. And giddy this after me, sing and dance it trippingly.
First rehearse your songs I wrote, to each word a warbling note. Hand in hand with fairy grace, we will sing and bless this place.
Now until the break of day, through this house each fairy stray. To the best bride bed will we, which by us shall blessed be. And the issue there create ever shall be fortunate. So shall all the couples three ever true and loving be. And the blots of nature's hand shall not in their issue stand. Never mold, hair lip, nor scar, nor mark prodigious. Such as are despised in nativity shall upon their children be. With this field do consecrate, every fairy take his gate, and each several chamber bless through this palace with sweet peace.
free shadows have offended, think with this, and all is mended, that you have but slumbered here, while these visions did appear. And this weak and idle theme, no more yielding, but a dream. Gentles, do not reprehend. If you pardon, we will mend. And, as I am an honest pup, if we have unearned luck, now to escape the serpent's tongue, we will make amends ere long, else the pup a liar call. So, good night unto you all. Give me your hands, if we be friends, and Robin shall restore amends.
Before y'all go, I want to, first of all, for those of you I haven't met yet, I'm Samantha